Hola y bienvenidos. Hoy les traigo 3 historias cortas en inglés para practicar su comprensión auditiva y vocabulario. Cada historia está narrada a una velocidad diferente. La primera es más lenta, la segunda a un ritmo medio y la tercera más rápida, para que se acostumbren a distintos niveles de dificultad. Estas historias están diseñadas especialmente para quienes están aprendiendo inglés. Así que siéntanse cómodos, relájense y disfruten del ejercicio. Presten mucha atención a las palabras y frases y traten de captar el significado de cada historia. Recuerden, la práctica constante es clave para mejorar su nivel de inglés. Empecemos.
The Farmer's Lesson, Following Your Heart.
Once upon a time, there was a farmer and his daughter who lived in a small village. One day, they decided to go to the market to sell some fruits and vegetables. To avoid getting tired, the farmer put the goods in a cart and they both started pushing it together. When they arrived at the first village, people commented that the daughter was too young to be working so hard and that the farmer should push the cart by himself. Hearing this, the daughter felt embarrassed, and the farmer decided to push the cart alone, letting his daughter walk freely. However, when they reached the second village, some villagers criticized the farmer, saying it wasn't fair for the young girl to walk while he pushed the heavy cart. To avoid more comments, the farmer placed his daughter in the cart and continued pushing. When they reached the third village, people looked at them with disapproval, criticizing that the girl was sitting comfortably while the farmer worked hard. Confused and tired of the comments, they both decided to push the cart together again. At the end of the day, the farmer taught his daughter that no matter what you do, there will always be people who criticize, and that the most important thing is to act with your heart and do what you believe is right.
Story 2. Thomas and the Treasure of Adventure.
Once, in a small village near the sea, there was a boy named Thomas who dreamed of becoming a sailor. Every day, he went to the beach and watched the ships, dreaming of adventures on the high seas. One day, he found a small glass bottle that the sea had brought to shore. Inside, there was a rolled-up paper. Excited, Thomas opened the bottle and discovered that the paper was an old treasure map. He decided to follow the clues to see if the treasure was real. He packed a backpack with water, a compass, and a flashlight, and began his search. As he continued, Thomas had to cross a dark cave, swim in a small lagoon, and climb a rocky hill. Finally, he found an old wooden chest. He opened it, expecting to find gold and jewels, but to his surprise, there was only a scroll with a message. The message said, "The real treasure is not gold, but the adventure you've lived and the lessons you've learned." Thomas smiled, understanding that the map had led him to a great experience. He returned to the village feeling braver and with stories to share.
Story 3. The Candy Misunderstanding, A Lesson in Judgment.
A woman was in a hurry to catch a flight at the airport. When she arrived, she was informed that her flight was delayed. Frustrated, she bought a book and a bag of candies to pass the time. She sat down in a waiting area, and a man sat next to her. Without asking for permission, the man took a candy from the bag. The woman, irritated, took one as well. But the man, with a smile, took another candy. Annoyed by the situation, the woman quickly grabbed another candy, glaring at the man. The exchange continued until there was only one candy left. With patience, the man split it in half and offered a piece to the woman. She took it reluctantly and stood up to head toward the boarding gate. As she opened her bag to take out her ticket, she found her own bag of candies untouched. The woman realized she had been sharing the man's candies all along. Embarrassed, she looked back at the waiting area, but the man was no longer there. She reflected on how she had judged the stranger so quickly without knowing the truth.
Excelente trabajo al llegar al final de estas historias. Ahora, Para aprovechar al máximo este ejercicio de inglés, aquí tienes algunas preguntas. ¿Pudiste entender con facilidad las tres historias, incluso cuando la velocidad aumentaba? ¿Hubo palabras o frases que se volvieron más difíciles de seguir en las historias más rápidas? ¿Cuáles fueron? ¿Notaste alguna diferencia en tu comprensión cuando escuchabas a diferentes velocidades? Comparte en los comentarios cuál historia te resultó más fácil o más difícil. Nos encantaría saber cómo te va en tu aprendizaje. No olvides suscribirte al canal y activar la campanita para recibir más ejercicios y contenidos que te ayudarán a mejorar tu inglés. Nos vemos en el próximo video.